everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 542. I have Elizabeth crafts for you. I have 2 kits. That's it, 2 kits. But they are amazing and they are priced so well. It's like, oh, keeping crafting affordable. Oh, happy day. Now, it is going to be a slightly shorter YouTube class, and that is because I have to get on an airplane really soon. I am flying over to the UK to visit a TV channel called Hobby Maker. So they are a craft channel. That's all they do is crafting. They are over in the UK, and I will be on Monday and Tuesday, the 26th and the 27th at 1 p.m. their time. That makes it like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That makes it like 5 in the morning here in sunny California and 8 in the morning over if you're on the East Coast. So I have 3 hours of classes on Monday and 3 hours of classes on Tuesday. You can watch via your computer or your phone. They have a live stream going for their classes, and I think you can live chat with them as well. We'll have to wait and see. This is all new to me. I have no idea how I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna give it everything I've got. That's for sure. I'm positive I'll make a few mistakes, but you know what? I make a few oopsies here with you too, and we just work our way through it, right? Right. So I am leaving for the UK, and then after Hobby Maker, my 2 days at Hobby Maker, I travel on down to Wrexham. Hope I bump into Ryan or Rob. Hello. And I will be visiting Ellison for a day or 2 as well. Then I come home. It's a quick trip in and out. So this is going to be kind of a go kind of class, a lot of technique. I've got fabulous samples for you, but before we get there, I have winner chicken dinner to announce. Glasses, please. Hello. Oh, now I can see. Winners. So I have 2 winners to announce, and these 2 lovely ladies posted a comment on YouTube number 541, so they have won a $25 gift card. Congratulations. I'm going to announce their names, and then I'm going to tell you about the next week's winners. All right, so our first winner from 541 was Sandra Cleveland. Hello, Sandra Cleveland. You are a winner chicken dinner. Congratulations to you. But you are not alone. Oh, I know. Lisa Townsend. How are you, Lisa? Congratulations to you. You also are a winner chicken dinner. Wahoo kachoo. Congratulations to Lisa and to Sandra. You both have a $25 gift card already in your online account. Go spend it any way that makes your heart happy. And of course, the winner chicken dinner dance. Are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo. Kachoo for you. Congratulations to the both of you. I hope you enjoy your winnings and buy something that just makes your heart happy, because that would make my heart happy. Now, for next week, we did hit 800,000 subscribers. and I said every time we get to the new 100,000 up to 1 million, we will then give that much away in hundreds of dollars as our prizes. So we hit 800,000 subscribers, so we're going to give away $800 in gift cards for next week. And what do you have to post? You have to decide how to divvy up that $800. Are we doing? And let's keep it no less than $50 a winner. Let's just keep it there. So it could be one person wins all $800. It could be 2 people win $400. It could be 4 people win $200. It could be 8 people who win $100. No, 16 people at $50. We're not going lower than $50. So the minimum prize next week is $50. So you have to post how you think we should give the money up. Now, live chat doesn't count. If you are posting it in live chat right now, stop. Below me, there's a place to post a comment, and that's where you're going to put how you think we should divvy up the the booty. If you say one person at $800 and our software picks you, you have just won $800 from Scrapbooking Made Simple. If you say 4 people at $200, well, and we pick you, you will be one of the 4 people, and then we will randomly generate another 3 people who are now your new best friends. So you post how you want us to divvy up the money, and we will announce it not next week. Can't be next week. It's going to have to be the week after, because I have to tape next week's video, Saturday with Stacey, before I leave. So in 2 weeks, I will be able to announce the winners. I'm taping the next Saturday with Stacey video literally right after I tape this one. So you'll just have to hang tight. But that gives you more opportunity for more people to post, right? Right. All right, so today it's about Elizabeth Crafts, and I'm gonna do some work with my Jacquard inks, my Stacey Park line of Jacquard inks. And I'm gonna take them a little distressy, a little vintagey. That's different than what I've been doing with them. They're very bright and happy and bold colors. They are highly pigmented, dye-based inks. So they're beautiful in color, and they're really meant to be blendable inks. But they also, you can use embossing powder with them, and they're not pigment based, but we'll get to that. So I'm gonna tilt on down. Let me grab this, and let me grab this, and I'll just quickly show you a couple little samples. And okay, I think that's going to be it. So I got 2 samples to show you. The rest I'm going to wait until afterwards. Down we go. It's good to see everybody. Oh, we're going to have to be quick today. And then next week we're probably going to have to be quick too. So I will be back in time to live chat next Saturday, but I will have already taped the video, so we can't pick winners. Look at how cute is this, right? Isn't that darling? This is Elizabeth Crafts, and it's all in a kit. But that's not all it makes. Oh no, the kit actually makes this fabulous little journal book. Isn't it darling? So I'm going to show you both kits, because I do have 2. Look, isn't that yummy? It comes with it comes with all the dies that you need. So I'm going to show you the 2 kits, and that way you know what we're looking at. The first one is the suitcase kit, and it is here. You get all of these dies, the suitcase, the suitcase. I wanted to make sure I had it right. The little fishtail tag, all sorts of tags, all sorts of little icons, and the car and the little bicycle. But then you flip it over and there's a whole nother side. Who would have thought that there was a whole nother side? You've got a little pocket tab with a little index on it. You've got the straps for the suitcase. You've got different ways of doing the little rondelles that go around to decorate the little holes here. It's lovely. There's so much to this. And it comes with a stamp set. So I think this retails for $49.99. I think, but my gosh, you get a lot. But we have a second kit as well. And with the kit, she's got samples and pictures, and you even get some little rings to go with it. So that's the suitcase, the suitcase kit. She also has the photography kit, the camera kit. Same thing, lots of pictures and inspiration come with it. And 2 sets of dies. You've got the camera that has a score line and can fold into a book, or you can cut it and use it just as a front. You've got all the different things to go around the camera to decorate it up. You've got photo corners, bunches of different photo corners. And then here, you've got the roll of film, you've got the page that will work with it, you've got an added die to do matting, you've got a little camera that can be a little tab on the side of the page. These will absolutely work with your journals, your Elizabeth Craft journals, but they're super cute all by themselves. What's important to know is that these 2 kits can work together. And that's really important to know, that you can take elements from the suitcase kit and use it with elements from the camera kit. Like this die here, just as a blank page. You can do this blank page with your suitcase kit. You can do the fishtail tag with your camera kit. Everything kind of works together. And I want to say that the camera kit was like $29.99 is my best guess. We have them sold open stock and they're on sale, but I also have them in a bundle for you. And there's the regular price is $79.90 and they're on sale for $63.92. And you get both. So both kits. You just have to remember there's a die tucked underneath here. And then on the back side of this one, I got so confused. I'm like, where's the other dies? And then I turned it over. It was like, there are the other dies. And these can be used with so many different things. The little straps for the suitcase, everything is so darling. So I'm gonna be playing with these a little bit today, but I am gonna start with my inks. I thought, when I saw these, I thought, these could be kind of vintagey. I mean, we have beautiful samples where they're fun and happy, but I thought I would just start maybe with some of my inks. So I have new inks out from Jacquard. They are a dye-based ink. They're highly pigmented. They are a blending ink. You can stamp with them, but boy, do they blend like a dream. There's 12 colors. This is just 6 of them, and we do have re-inkers for them. So we have I Want It All bundles for both of these, and in fact, the I Want It All bundle for the ink pad comes with embossing powder to go with it, and you're gonna see why in just a little bit. Let me turn these around so now I can see them. And I'm going to be using Sizzix Smooth White cardstock today. I think that's what I'm going to use today, is Sizzix Smooth White cardstock. And I'm just going to start super simple. I kind of want to go a little vintagey, and I thought it would be fun to play with the inks in a way that maybe you didn't know that they would work. I'll cut a couple of these. And I know I'm going to need more than that, but we'll cut some more in just a little bit. So I think I'm going to start with maybe my brown. And my brown's called Chocolate Brown. And I'm going to just get some color on my paper. I'm just trying to get some color on my paper. And I don't want to go too dark. I'm trying to keep it a little light. And I don't care that there's splotches going on. Doesn't bother me a bit. And I'm going straight into the ink and straight onto my paper. And I think that's good. Just about done. So there, I've got some ink going, and it doesn't look very pretty, but I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to use this as a background yet. All right, I'm gonna take a baby wipe And I'm going to turn that ink into a paint. And I'm just going to move it all over, and any place I have some white space I'm going to add and just kind of soften it up and move it into almost like a little bit of a paint, because my inks are water soluble. They are water reactive, I suppose is what the term you would want to use is. So they do wash up with water very nicely. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to crinkle it as much as I can crinkle it. I'm going to ball this thing up and undo it, and then ball this thing up and undo it, because I'm playing with dies that are kind of vintagey, and I thought, how fun would it be to make our own backgrounds? You think I've crinkled it enough? So now I'm going to lay it flat, take my ink, and this time I'm going to go right over the top. And it's almost like it's an embossing folder. Any place that is a high point, the ink is going to hit, and any place it's a low, it's going to stay just that light color. And I start to make texture. I could go in and I could crinkle it up more if I wanted. I really have the opportunity to do almost anything I want with it, and then I can die cut. Or I can use it as a background. Really up to me what I want to do with it. And it looks great in colors as well. Let's take that other piece. So let's put that one to the side. And let's take this piece. And I'm going to take my pink. Maybe I don't need to do as big of a piece. I'm going to take my pink. This is Cranberry Fizz. And I'm just going to get some color all over it. That looks good. Take a baby wipe. And almost make a paint out of it. Now I've still got some highs and lows. That's perfectly fine. I want those. I need that depth. I need that texture. I'm trying to create texture. And then I can start to crinkle. We used to do this with roses, with flowers, years ago to make the petals and to give them that distressed, textured, tattered kind of look. So I'm just going to crinkle it up. And then I'm going to come back with the same color right over the top, because it is the same color. That means it's going to go beautifully with it. And in essence, I've made my own little distressed embossing folder just by giving some texture to some paper and starting with a lighter color of my ink and getting it wet with just a baby wipe. That's all I did. Just a baby wipe. Easy to do and really effective. You can cut it down to size. Use it as a mat, use it as a background, die cut, whatever it is you want to do with it. But it's quick and easy if you need something fast. Now, I thought I would play with the camera first. Woo-hoo. Okay, well that fell. Let's grab another one. I thought I'd play with the camera first. And what I want to tell you about the camera is that if you are going to use it with your Big Shot machine, it's too long. So if you don't want to grab your extra long plates, you're going to take a piece of paper, cut it. So with Eileen Hull, we had those extra long cutting pads available, but you still would need the thick platform, and I don't know if you have the thick platform. So I'm just gonna take this and bring over my Big Shot machine. I've got my, gosh, this really isn't a do not cut plate. It looks like it's pretty well cut. I don't know that I have another do not cut plate in here. No, it looks like this is gonna have to be it. So I've got my base platform. I've got my solo shim. This comes with your machine, both of these. Your machine will come with 2 clear plates, and they really do start out clear, but they're gonna end up like this. And then I'm gonna put my die down. And you can see, even if I scooch it all the way to the front, it's still too long. It hangs over my platform. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna move it this way, put it kind of in the center, put my, what would be my do not cut plate on top, and send it through. And I'm only gonna go so far, and then I'm gonna bring it back. And then all I'm gonna do is slide it on up. So now the second half is on my platform. And I'm gonna cover it up, and I'm gonna send it on through. And I'm gonna bring it on back. And by doing that, I'm able to cut my entire camera. And it does have a score line. So I can make a cute little instant book, and it has the pages that fit in. Or I can cut it and use this as the front of a card. But because it is longer than normal, you do just have to cut part of it and then slide it down and cut the rest of it. Absolutely. So I thought I wanted to play with the camera first, but I'm gonna do it with, I think I'm just gonna do it with as a card. Let me grab some paper. See, as this dries, I may want to crinkle it even more as it dries, just to add a little bit more grunge to it. I love letting it dry and then crinkling it again. And then coming back and hitting it again. I know we were off this, but it's dry, and now I get another chance to add more texture to it, and I love the texture that it adds. Oh, see, I think that looks amazing. And then as it dries, I think this is enough. I think I'll be done with this one. But as it dries, I can come back in and re-scrunch. I don't want to re-scrunch when it's too wet, because then it doesn't hold the scrunch. I want to give it a chance to dry a little bit, because then I can come back and add a whole nother coat. Yeah, that works for me. And it's like you had a custom embossing folder. Yay, okay. But I digress. I'm supposed to be working on this. So let's bring over some black. I think I'll do this one in black. And I'm just gonna do, now that you know how to do the card, that you have to do part of the roll and then move it forward and do the roll again, unless you have the long extended plates. I'm gonna do the front in black. So I'm gonna grab my carbon copy and my black blending brush, and I'm just gonna go for it. So I'm just gonna get some black in here, and I'm not gonna care what it looks like, if it's got the little splotchies. All right, I think that's good. And then I'm gonna take my baby wipe. Oh, did you see that? You see that? It almost makes it into a paint. Can you see that? It almost makes it into a paint. And I'm not gonna care about those little splotchies. I'm gonna be just fine with them. My pink fingers I might not be fine with, but my splotchies I'm good with. And then I'm gonna bring over my die. And I'm gonna die cut. So I just want the piece right here. I'm not gonna worry about trying to cut the entire thing out. It's fine. I'm only gonna use it for a card front. Put it on down. And let's die cut out. You think I went all the way? Yeah, I did. So I've got my cute little, how did it get those little dots in there? Well, 3 little dots in there. I'm gonna leave them. Maybe I should do it again, one more time. Should I do it one more time? My little dots got in there from the first go round. All right, well, one more time never hurt anybody. Oh, I'm not leaving myself enough. Well, yeah, I am, because I'm going to cut it, so I'm good. Black again, and we'll wash, rinse, and repeat. Now I just want to get my color down, because then I'm going to take that baby wipe, I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to move the ink around. So I've got my baby wipe, and I'm just going to kind of soften everywhere and move the ink around. Now, again, it's not going to get rid of all my little dark areas. I want those dark areas. I'm looking to make texture. I'm looking to have something kind of shabby chic, vintage, dated, and I don't want it all the same color. I need some depth, and I'm getting that depth with some of those little blotchies. All right, so I'm gonna cut this one too. And you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna cut it upside down. Like what? When I put this one through, I put it through like this, and it cut what would be the top of a card or the top of a book. But if I take this one and put my color side down and then die cut, well, let me show you what would happen. So cut one with the ink face up, cut one with the ink face down. And looky, looky. Even without the other half, I still have created a book with the little holes. So if you don't want to put your die halfway through and then slide it halfway down, looky, looky, cut one way up, your ink side up, your ink side down, and you've got the front and back of your little mini album. But I'm gonna vintage this up just a little bit. So I'm gonna take the front and I'm gonna grab my black ink. I might even put a piece of paper underneath me, just because. And I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna add. I'm just gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna leave those three little things. They look like little screws. I'm just gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna leave it a little bit lighter in the center and come in with my black, my carbon copy, and just go in and add a little bit of ink all the way around. I might even go a little darker, literally on the edge, just on the edges, just to really give it that cementing of the depth, because the darker I go around the edges, the lighter it's going to look here, and the more distressed it kind of looks. So all I'm trying to do is give the appearance of a flat piece of paper having some dimension. Here's my other one. Let's do this one. So I'm going to do some black all the way around and kind of come in just a little bit. I want to come in just a little bit. And then I want to really get those edges really dark, just the edges, really dark, because that's what's going to give that depth perception. So I used one ink, but because my ink is water reactive, I was able to make, and see, you don't see the splotches anymore, do you? You see the three little dots from when I die cut, from having those dots on my plate, but you don't see the splotches at all. One color gives you that vintagey look by just getting it down, wiping it up, die cutting, and then coming back and adding color to it. Now my fingers are definitely going to get inky, no question about it. Let's see if we do this in another color. What if I were to do it in my pink? Maybe we'll do it in pink and in green. Ooh. Ooh, maybe we'll do it in pink, or maybe we'll do it in pink and in blue. Ooh, let's try blue. So I'm using Blue Jay. And again, I'm just gonna go in here. And I'm just gonna add some color. I'm not gonna care if it gets splotchy. I'm gonna be okay with it. So I'm just adding some blue. Okay, I think that's more than enough. Baby wipe. And let's make it kind of move a little bit, blend a little bit, soften just a little bit. And you can see it's on my baby wipe. I'm good with my big splotchies. I'm happy with those. And while I'm here, I'm gonna do the pink too, just because I can. So let's bring over my cranberry fizz. I think that's good. Make a little paint out of it. And then we'll die cut them. So again, I'm gonna just do as if I'm doing like a card front or the front of my mini album. And I can bring my die cut machine right on over. So while my inks blend, they also, that water reactiveness also lets you really have fun with them if you're using some baby wipes. They change into something completely different. So there's one. And let's do the pink. And send it on through. All right, now with the blue, let's cut off the little piece that I don't need. So I'm just gonna go zoop right there. And with the pink, zoop right there. And now maybe with the blue, maybe I do some brown in here, just a little bit of brown around the edges. Maybe let's do a little bit of blue and then a little bit of brown. So I'm going to darken it up just around the edges. Because I was able to lighten it up with that baby wipe to give me a lighter shade of my Blue Jay. But it's all still Blue Jay, so you know it's going to blend beautifully. It's all going to look perfect together because it is the same ink. All right, so that gives me a little bit of distress there. And then maybe I come in with a little bit of my brown just around the edges. Just around. Again, kind of going for that vintagey. Now you could cut these with the most darling pattern paper and you'd have a totally different look. I wanted to play with making your own paper and show you that just a couple inks can really give you the world. Look how distressed that looks. Look at how vintage that looks. If I wanted to come in with more blue, my inks don't make mud. And take my blue and go right in over the top of that brown and add a little bit more blue if I want to add a little bit more blue on my edges. The options are yours. So we did the black, that looks totally vintage. That's just one color. You didn't have to have 2 or 3 different colors to make this happen. I did this just with carbon copy. I did this one with Blue Jay and I added a little bit of brown around the bottom just to add some more depth to it. And then let's do the pink. Little bit of pink around the edges. Just to darken it up. Just to give the appearance of depth, so you have a highlight, a shadow, a mid-tone. Yay. Okay, I went all the way around. Now I could stop there. Maybe I want it a little darker along the bottom. Maybe a little darker. Ooh, that was too dark. Along the side? Well, we're going for it now. It is what it is. Thankfully, it's only white paper. But maybe I come in with either the brown or the black. You're like, don't do it, Stacey, don't do it. Okay, well, okay. I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna not. So maybe just a little bit of the black, just around the edges. All that does is give a little weight. And what I mean by weight is a little bit more depth. I'm doing very little, and I mean very little. But with just some inks. I have some on my finger. Well, I've got a lot on my finger. Who am I kidding? You can kind of make magic happen with some basic white paper. I think we tend to forget how well we can do with just some white paper. Now this one's very pink. Love it on the blue. And the black is absolutely gorgeous. What if I tried to do a super light pink? So you could see that it could be, that you could really vary that color. You think this piece is big enough? Yeah, it's big enough. What if I came in here? So we've done darker pink, but what if I come in and I just go super light? This is the same Cranberry Fizz. I'm just coming in here and I'm just being uber light. Trying to give a totally different look. And then I can take my baby wipe. Oh, do you see that? It just makes paint. So now I've done the same Cranberry Fizz, only super, super light. Let's die cut it and see if I can keep my black fingers off of it. I'm hoping I went far enough. Oh yeah, plenty far enough. So super light pink. And then I can come back in with my pink again. But this is going to have a completely different feel to it because I was able to get that pink so light and then do my wash over the top of it to turn it into a paint. And this one, I don't even know that I would do a black or a brown on it. I think the dark pink alone is enough. This is just white paper. That's all it is. And there's oodles of decoration to finish this out and make it darling, and I have samples to show you. And you absolutely can take pattern paper and make this work. I just thought it would be fun to play with my inks in a different way. So much lighter than this one. But it all came from the same ink. And they're darling. Two in the pink, the black. This was just carbon copy. That's all I used. And this one was Blue Jay. I got the highlight, I got the mid-tone. I added a little bit of brown and then some more Blue Jay. But look at how simple it was to make these. I'm a type of girl that just likes easy peasy. That's why I did when I did Eileen Hull's scoreboards. I just took my luster wax and went straight over the top of it. Now I could stamp on top of these. I could use an embossing folder with these. But look at how cute. Now where you take them is up to you. Right? Right. Okay, moving on. So we did, I love these. So we made just some easy backgrounds. Crinkle, 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 because the ink moves with water. And then come back, crinkle, 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 come back and hit it with the darker ink over the top and just make some easy backgrounds. We did some kind of distressing a little bit, but it doesn't have to be. This is definitely more distressed and vintage. This is a little more softer and not. So then we're gonna move on. Okay, and I think I'm gonna play with the suitcase. I'm gonna play with the suitcase this time. And again, I'm just gonna play with the fronts of it. I've got darling samples to show you. Now the suitcase is made up of, you would cut this twice to get a front and back. You've got a cute little fishtail tag here that can make up one of the pages. You've got the back side, you've got a little pocket here that you can make with a tab. You've got the buckles and the straps. You've got the little motor home and the boat and the shoe. You've got the little scallopy. It's so cute. But what is really nice is that, as I said, these two are going to work with this as well. So you could have regular pages. You could have pages that have a dotty mat around them. The two really do work well together. They have options that let you work with both of them. Look at the cute little airplane. All right, so I think I'm gonna work with this one, and let's grab some paper. And I'm just gonna do a big sheet. Well, I think maybe I'll keep this just to go over. Okay, so this is gonna be a little different, and you're just gonna have to go with me on this, okay? I promise you, there's a reason. So I'm gonna take some of my ink, and I'm gonna go straight to my card. Maybe it'd be easier if I don't have that so you can see it. I'm gonna go straight to my white cardstock. I wanna leave some negative space. I don't want everything to be colored. And I don't care if it has lines in it. I'm gonna be fine with that. So I'm just gonna take, and where those bumps are, it's because I have something underneath my mat that's high and it's hitting that, making an embossing. So I just want to add some of my wasabi. I want a little bit of white space. Then I'm going to come back with my blue jay, and I'm going to go over the top of that. Now, while I can, I'm going to take Creative Expressions tinting embossing powder, and I'm going to go right over the top of this. Because my inks let you emboss. They're not going to stay wet forever. And if you put water on top of them, it will no longer hold the embossing powder. So no water. So I'm using a tinting embossing powder. It's a sepia color, and I'm doing that to age it just a little bit. Now you could use clear embossing powder. It would be perfectly fine. And I'm going to bring over my heat tool. And I'm going to watch it start to change. It's going to have a little bit of that sepia look to it. I'm just watching my paper change. And as I can see the color changing, I'm moving my heat tool. Okay, so you can already see the difference where there's the embossing powder has been heated to make it a solid versus it being a powder. Embossing powder is just a finely ground plastic that will heat. You can't use a blow dryer to heat embossing powder. It's not hot enough. And at the same time, you don't want to use the heat tool on your hair. But all it's doing is heating that plastic hot enough to melt. Now, most dye-based inks will not let you emboss. And I'm just going to walk it on down. And as I see it change, I'm going to move. Now, I'm going to let it cool to the touch, and it only takes a few seconds. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to look at it. And I'm kind of looking for the shine. Wow, there is no shine right here. Can you see there's a big old area right here where I don't even get a glare? That means I didn't heat enough. I need to go back and add some heat to that. Wowie kadowie. Okay, there, I've got some shine. Not so much right there. I probably need to do a little bit right there. Let's do that one. And I can hold it and actually watch it change. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I've got a pretty good shine going on, and it's almost like an orange peel effect. So now I'm going to come back. I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to come back with my green. And when I say dry, it just needs to get cool to the touch. I'm going to come back with my green. And I'm just going to put it all over. And then I'm going to come back with my embossing powder again. And I'm just going to go about halfway and let gravity do the work. Go back just a little bit. And tap off. And then I can rotate it. And just go all the way across and let gravity do all the work. So I must not have gotten any ink down there because it won't hold right in that little spot. But I'll be okay. Then I can put all of my sepia tinting embossing powder back. Now this time I'm gonna have to slow my roll just a little bit because now I'm asking my heat tool to not just heat the top coat of embossing powder, but to reheat the bottom coat, giving me a double embossing. And I'm just gonna slow my roll a little bit because I'm asking it to heat not one layer of embossing powder, but two. Oh, I can see a spot. I can see a spot right there. I'm gonna go back and heat that. Look at the backgrounds that I'm making. Yay! But I'm gonna use this for my suitcase. The depth on this is crazy. It just looks like you're looking into, it's amazing. A little spot right there. And look at the shine. Look at the depth of that. Is that beautiful? I love this. I could do this all day long. I really could. I could do this all day long. Let's do another. I'll do something with that, but let's do another. Let's see. Blue. I love the blue. What if I did very light brown? I just went light with the brown and then came back with the blue. Not too, oh, see, there's those little bumps again. Maybe not too much with the brown. And then maybe a little bit of blue. Maybe we try, should I try Caribbean blue? Where's my Caribbean blue? I know I have, well, we'll just open a new one. And then let's put some embossing powder over it. Hopefully I've got enough ink to hold it. So there's lots of different types of inks on the market, and not all inks do exactly the same thing. There's pigment-based inks and alcohol-based inks and dye-based inks, and even within each category, the inks can do different things. So you really have to play with your inks and find out what it is they do. Oh my gosh. I'm in love. I really could do this all day long, but I can't do this all day long. You may find that one company has 2 or 3 different kinds of dye-based inks. Some of them could be water reactive, and some of them might not be water. They might be waterproof, but still a dye-based ink. You have to play with your inks to know what they can and can't do. Holy smokes. Okay, let's see if I missed any spots. It looks pretty good. It's got a nice little sheen. I could be done here, but why? See, and that sepia tinting powder turned my white paper into that ivory cream underneath. That's how it got to be that color. Let's take the blue. I want to make sure that, yeah, it's all cooled down. Okay. Let's just take the blue. And go over it. Do I dare even add just a hair bit of darker blue? Do I not? And then embossing powder. What great guy cards these are going to make, but what great suitcases these are going to make. I'm a dumper. So I dump it all out, and then I put it all back in again. And then I start to heat. And remember, I need to slow my roll a little bit because I'm asking it to heat 2 layers of embossing powder. And I can watch it change. I can watch it change. And I need to slow my roll a little. And you can clearly see it. And wow.
What do we think? I think there's a spot I missed right there. There we go. So I think I should do one more, a little more girly maybe. Although they're beautiful, they really are beautiful. Just heat it flat. There we go. I think I'm going to do one more. I think I'm going to do it a little girly. And I think I'm going to use my orange. And maybe, do I go light on my orange or light on my pink? And my embossing powder. And then put it all back. So the embossing powder is by Creative Expressions. It's their, they call it, what, the tinting powder is what they call it. There's no thought process behind it. There's no learning curve really to it. You can't let the ink sit for an hour. It's not Versamark. So my ink is not an embossing medium, but it does let you emboss as a dye-based ink. And I like to do 2 coats. Let's see if I missed anywhere. Over here. All right, maybe I come in with my yellow. Ooh, oh, it wasn't, see, I put my fingers, oh man, can you see it? I put my finger right into it, right there. All right, it wasn't cooled all the way down yet and I touched it. Darn it. All right, let's do a little bit of yellow. And maybe just a hint. hint of pink. And my embossing powder. And then we'll cut. I just let gravity do the work. And then I turn it over. And I do another line across. And I let gravity do the work. And then I dump it all back in. And let's heat. And as I'm watching it change, I'm moving my heat tool a little bit slower. See a little right there that I missed. Okay, let's finish it up. And then we're gonna cut. So I didn't use a blending brush on this. I just went straight from my pads. A little bit more right there. Oh, I bet I need. I think I need a little bit more right there and a little bit more right there. So I'm just going to hit it. I'm going to let it cool this time and not put my finger in it. Okay, cool. I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of yellow here. Zoop. And a little bit of yellow here. Zoop. Throw a little bit of embossing just right there. Done. Throw a little bit of embossing just right there. Done. And you can see it's only sticking where I put my ink. And let's see if we can make those look shiny. There we go. Better. from white paper. All 3 of them from white paper. Ooh, look at this one now that it's dry. Oh, that looks good now that it's all dry. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with these now that they're all dry. Look at the depth on them. Yummy. Okay, so let's die cut. You're like, really? I'm like, yeah, let's die cut. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Did I leave enough? Just. So let's cut out my top. My little suitcase. Now I'm going to use the other piece and I'm going to turn it upside down so that I get the back if I wanted to make a book. I want to tell you, if you do this and you have plates that are as warped as mine are, you're going to want to maybe grab, do I have some in here? Grab some copy paper maybe? How about a paper towel? Oh, no, the paper towel might... Well, we can try a paper towel. I just need something that isn't going to have the cut lines in it. A paper towel might leave a little impression too. I don't know. We'll see. But for me to get a front and a back, I have to cut the second one the paper upside down. That way I get a front and a back. Let's see what I get. The paper can't be too thick because you don't want to overshim your machine. You got to keep it pretty simple. Of course, could be a cool way to add texture. Oh, it's stuck to it. Look at that. Oh, is it coming off? It did. It added texture to it. All right, well, maybe just a sheet of copy paper. All right, but in a pinch, it worked. Now I have a front and a back for the beginnings of a book, or I can just use this for the beginnings of a card. I'm not going to use paper towel again. Let's just do a front. I almost don't want to cut this. I almost just want to make something beautiful out of it, but I think it'll make a super cool suitcase. You can mat these onto your card fronts. You could cut a thin piece of chipboard and mat it onto chipboard. Super cute little suitcase. And then just because, we'll cut out our brighter, happier one. So my inks do lots of different things. Like a lot of inks do lots of different things. It's a matter of finding out what your inks do, and do they do what it is you're looking for them to do. All you can do is take them out and play. Give them an opportunity to reveal themselves to you. Isn't that a cute suitcase? And then you decorate it and you'd stamp it and you'd make a fabulous little, I don't know, a card out of it, or one of the mini albums, or put it in your Elizabeth Crafts journal. They're easy to do. The die sets are amazing. Els has given you absolutely everything that you need. How cute would that be? All these different ways to take white paper and change it into something else. Let's do the brown. I love taking white paper or a simple colored paper. Something that is basic, that is something foundational that you always have in your stash, and making it into something completely different that nobody would ever realize started as white paper. Oh, I'm off center, Stacey. Ooh, wee doggies. Let's center those. Center those. There we go. So I hadn't squared up my cutting mats, and it was telling me, ooh, I don't think this is going to work. Look at it, flattened them perfectly for me. Now what I do with them after this, I have no idea. The girls will make something fabulous with all of this stuff. But I just love all the different things that can be done. And I thought, looking at Elsa's dies, these were so perfect. Using my inks with them is so perfect to show you that while they are bright and happy and I mean there's tons to be done with them, you can also distress them and vintage them up, and you saw that I really used just a few colors. This is the exact same color to get different shades. And by embossing it, giving it a whole new look, completely new look. And if I had done a clear embossing, instead of having this cream, it would be white, more white paper. But that tinting embossing powder just looks beautiful. Where's my blue? Where's the one that has the blue in it? Well, here's this, but where's the actual leftovers? Oh. All right, well, they're here somewhere, I'm sure. But I love the, look at the color on that. Is that rich? Lovely. And just done by wiping ink. That's it, just wiping ink. So let's grab this. And this one, I did this one. And I did this one. And I did that one. And I did that one. And I did that one. Or, as my samples will show you, you can just use pattern paper and die cut them to make darling things. I wanted to give you some technique. I wanted to throw some technique into the class because that's what I do. And that's what makes my heart happy. It's all about the technique. I still don't know where that blue piece went, and I want it back. I want to make something else with it. Something later. I guess I'll just have to make another one, considering it is just white paper. So Elsa's kits, my inks, and a little bit of magic. All Up to you. And again, no real thought process behind it. No, I've got to learn how to do this. No, just let the inks do the work. Just scribble, 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 scrape, 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 and throw your embossing powder down, heat, and go. Or take your blending brushes and put your ink on, take a baby wipe, die cut, and then come back and add your detail. All right, you guys, I know it's a short class. Sorry, but girls gotta go. So what do we have? Oh, well, you know what? I have some of this over here. So I did this one earlier out of the blue, and I did the scrunch, scrunch, scrunch with the blue. Isn't that yummy? Do I have any others that I did differently? I don't think so. I think this is the only one that I did differently, so you could see the blue. I love them. And I love how the inks look. It just makes my heart happy. All right, so the Elizabeth Craft kit, you can buy them individually if you just like the suitcase or you just like the camera, but they are limited. They're packed full of dies. So it's not just this die, it's this die plus one underneath it. It's two. It's both sets, and they work with the suitcase. And the suitcase isn't just what's on the front. See, that's what I thought when I got them. And even then, I thought they were a good deal at that. The suitcase, whoops, let's put that one back in because this is going to be somebody's. We're limited as to how many we have. The suitcase has the stamp set, and it has the dies on the front and all the dies on the back. That's quite a bit. And the stamp set and the inspiration page. And I know that they're limited. I know that Elizabeth Crafts only has so many. And I'm thinking we locked up most of them. I think we have most of them. So whether you like just the suitcase or just the camera, or you want to do both for the bundle at $63.92. And then all my inks are on sale. And right now my inks are coming if you get the I Want It All of the ink pads, it is coming with a free clear embossing powder. But I do have 12 colors of inks. More will be coming out later in the year. This isn't all of them. There's 12 colors in total. Let's see, what am I missing? I'm missing here. And I'm missing teal. I'm fishing through to see which colors I'm missing. Okay, now there's just one. The pink. No, the cranberry. Red. Red Delish. Red Delicious. There's all 12. So they're by Jacquard. They're highly pigmented. They're a fine art quality ink. And then I have the reinkers to go with them. And then we also have the tinting powder from Creative Expressions and the white cardstock, the super smooth cardstock from Sizzix. I think, and you get 60 sheets of white, and it's been fabulous. It worked beautifully on everything I did today. So that is what's on sale for you. But let's look at the beautiful samples. So let's start with here we have a suitcase with the little tag and all the little pages that you can do. It's just chock full of goodness. Your back page, the little straps are darling. Love the little straps with the buckle. You've got the stamp set. The little what would those be? Like supports, the little I don't know what we would call, what do you call those? To help so that it doesn't tear out. Yeah, maybe support. Love that. Here's the camera. Look at how cute is this. Just done in paper. You've got the little photo corners. How darling is this? The pages are cut out of pattern paper. It looks like they had an amazing time. This was done by one of Elsa's creators. Look at, oh, you guys look so cute. What a sweet little gift. Oh my gosh, these would make great for baby showers and bridal showers. All the pictures that everybody takes. Isn't that cute? And then we have a combination. We have a couple combination. This is our suitcase and camera. So it's taking from both sets. Here's the flag tag from the suitcase. Here's the suitcase. It's taking from both sets. Isn't that beautiful? The little work boots, the stamps. So this took both of them, combining them together. And then I have, look at this cute travel. Look at how darling is this. I love the little straps and the cute little stamp. Oh my gosh, and there's the little RV. This is so cute. The little strap and the flag. That's just darling. Little tag from the stamp, the little buckle. Take it easy, that's one of the stamps. Oh, this is lovely. Look at the little pocket. Boy, this would be cute to put a little gift card in for somebody who's going on vacation or for their honeymoon. This would be a darling gift for a wedding, for a honeymoon. And you put a little gift card in there for them to go spend on their honeymoon. Love that. Look at the weathered. And then all the pages. The little boat comes with it. Little scallop comes with it. The little bicycle comes with it. The little XOXO stamps come with it. Everything here, the little date and the little postage stamps come with it. The car. This has just got a little bit of everything going on. So cute. And then I have another, oh, this one's a big one. This one's a combination. Wow. Pocket. And you get the pocket, you can make the pocket and the airplane and the buckle and the RV and the buckles. And this is the camera. So you've got a combination of the suitcase, little pocket tag. Look at the little, You get the little tag maker. This is a combination of the two of them put together. Really well done. And huge. It's got everything in here. Look at that. Oh, even a page for Christmas. What an easy gift to make. Lots of old papers, lots of scraps of papers. What a great way to utilize them. So pretty. Oh, look at how cute is that. And then the back, and that comes, the die comes with it. And then the last one, the last book I have is, look at this. Wax seal on it. Pack your bags as part of the stamp. The plane, the postage. And this is done out of chipboard and then using the little mat that comes with it to do your pages. Wow. And the chain as your binding. Wow, that's beautiful. So pretty. And then we did some cards out of some of it. So there's your camera. It comes, the camera has the film. It has the different centers. It has smile. We made some cute cards. Here's the plane from the travel, and the pack your bags is the stamp, and we just cut it into a banner. Look at, isn't that darling? And here we're on the water. So we've got the little stamp, we've got the take it easy, we've got sunshine. Those all came from the stamp set that's in the suitcase. And then here, oh, I think that's Ken. Here, this one. So time to travel. Time to travel. I thought this was Ken, but it's not. This is time to travel. So made from the little pocket. And it does, it makes a pocket. And then we have Barbie and Ken. Here's Barbie. With the white straps and the pink suitcase. The little, she found little sunglasses. Gosh, that's cute. That's just darling. I want to see. That's so cute. Little suitcase is just adorable. It's got all the straps and everything you need. It's so cute. So here's Barbie. And Barbie doesn't go anywhere without Ken. So there you go. Just making card fronts out of them. All right, you guys, it's about time for me to go run off to the airport and catch a flight. Remember, next week is, well, I won't be able to announce all our winners because I will be in the UK. I'm taping next week, literally after this one. So hang tight, but that gives you extra time to post your comment. We're giving away $800 worth of gift cards. Once we get to 1 million subs, that's it. We're back to our $25. At 1 million, we'll be giving away $1,000 worth of gift cards. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was thinking, but do not tell my husband. Do not tell Mr. SMS. He does not need to know. All right. All of this is available at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com under our YouTube Yummies category, or just on the front page. If you scroll down a little ways, you'll see an icon that says YouTube Yummies, and you'll see a picture of all of this. You can click that and it'll take you right into the YouTube Yummies category. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me play.
I really had a great time. I love just playing with the inks. And yes, my hands are inky. I will wash my hair or do the dishes. No, I'll be washing my hair and it will all come out. My inks are highly pigmented dye-based ink that is water reactive, and it just makes magic. And we'll let you emboss with it as well. So until next week, which for me is about 15 minutes. I am Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hoping to see you on Hobby Maker Monday and Tuesday. And if you're in the UK, tune in 1 p.m. I start on Monday at 1 p.m. My first show is 2 hours long, and then I have a later show, another hour, and then on Tuesday, 3 more hours. So I'll look forward to seeing you all then. All right, you guys, bye.